job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sharp, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people drop like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Fair enough.
Push your position.
Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Real paper. One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you, you know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry, blame that shit on UPK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad getter, pull up with two bad bitches. anyway. One West. Lost Tribe.
Okay.
Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him and said, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. It means like who is this nigga? But where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham Mawa'idya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't. She can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him, and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he fucking need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
Hey, shalom, Ms. Ross, shalom. This is the ISUPK, started out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, with the commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the truth about your real identity before it was stripped away from you, before you were taught, all manner of different religions, before you were taught God loves everybody. You had an identity and you were the chosen people of God, the people that the Most High actually loved. Before you were, lied for hundreds of years, you were lied on and told that God loves everybody. You were given a false identity to keep you from the truth. And listen, man, this truth is needed in this earth. The truth is needed in this earth, and you're going to need to know the truth as we head towards the Third World War. You know what I'm saying? We did a class yesterday about how India is attacking Pakistan. There's all manner of wars and rumors of wars. So we know that we're heading towards the last days. We know that we're heading towards the days that Christ is ready to make his return. So in the Bible, it says, do not tarry. You know what I'm saying? It says, matter of fact, let me get this verse real quick before we get into the class. It's in Ecclesiasticus 5 and verse 7. Matter of fact, Ira, do you have your apocrypha with you?
I'm sir.
If you could get me the book of Ecclesiasticus, I believe it's 5 and verse 7. Before we start the class, I just want to get in with this scripture.
In the apocrypha?
in the Apocrypha, Khan.
How much did you say?
Chapter 5 and verse 7. All right, now this is to let my brothers and sisters know that now is the time. If you're not already in the school now, get in the school. Earn your Hebrew name. You know what I'm saying? Earn this protection. Earn the Most High's protection. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until the bombs are dropping in your city. Don't wait. You got that verse for me?
Canada Council. Read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. A mouthful. Chapter 5 and verse 7. Make now trying to turn to the Lord.
So it says, make no tarrying. Make no tarrying.
No tarrying.
No sweat. No sweat. What does it mean to tarry?
To delay.
To delay. To lag behind. Make no tarrying. Don't delay. To do what?
To turn to the Lord.
To turn to the Most High. To join the ISUPK, to get in these classes, to learn your history, to learn your law, to learn your language, to learn your identity. Make no tarrying. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Don't put it off till next week. Don't put it off until you get a job that works. Make no tarrying. Join now. Read on.
And put not off from day to day.
And put not off from day to day. Don't say you're gonna join. You know, you're gonna join the classes tomorrow. Don't say you're gonna learn about the truth tomorrow. Don't say you're gonna learn your history and identity. Well, I know that what the ISUPK say. I know what the ISUPK is saying is correct, but you know what I'm saying, I'll change my life tomorrow. I'll change my life next week. It says put not off from day to day. Read on.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. Meaning, all of a sudden, you're living your life, you're smoking your weed, you're partying, you're out getting drunk, blackout drunk, and you're just, you know, taking all manner of drugs and doing all manner of, you know, what do they call it? Lasciviousness, all manner of, you know, perverse sexual acts. You're lying, you're stealing, you're robbing, you're unaliving, you're doing all manner of things. But suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. All of a sudden, the sky is going to crack, and the bombs are going to drop, and the Lord's wrath is going to come forth. Now, you want to be on the right side of the Lord when that day comes. You want to absolutely be on the right side of the Most High, and don't wait to get on the right side of the Most High. Don't be some Christian that's just, just so comfortable. Don't be comfortable. Get right. Getting right is uncomfortable. It's not a comfortable thing. But you're gonna want to get right. You're gonna want to feel some discomfort now, so you don't feel the discomfort when the wrath of the Lord comes forth. That's gonna be hella uncomfortable. I can tell you that for free. That's gonna be very uncomfortable when your skin is melting off your flesh from thermonuclear warfare.
That's right.
Finish up that scripture for me.
Canada can. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
And in thy security, where you thought you were safe, you thought everything was, you thought everything was fine. You thought nothing's gonna happen to you. You thought you believed in the blood of Jesus. You thought you was a good Christian. In thy security, thou shalt be destroyed. Go ahead.
Canada can. And perish in the day of the vengeance.
And perish in the day of vengeance. Listen, brother, make no tarry. My Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian brothers and sisters, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Join the ISUPK now. Get in class, find the nearest school to you, and learn. Learn like your life depends on it, because, I mean, what did we just read? Your life does depend on it. All right? That's it on that. We're gonna get into the Hebrew class. So like I just had to get that off. Brothers, it's don't tarry. Learn now. All right. Shalom to everybody that's in the class. We of course got Ira. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
Shalom, sir. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah.
Sorry, Christ. Good to see you. Let's see. We got in the comments. We got Kyra La. Shalom, Princess. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Shem Yahweh Shai. We got Sister Kasad Wana. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Shem Yahweh Shai. Shout out to you. Shout out to your husband Ragashi Allah. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying on your name. You know what I'm saying? She put a registry in right here. Kasad Wana, Bathia Hawada, Bathia Sha'ala. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right. Let's see who else we got in the building. We got somebody named Meek. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Shem Yahweh Shai. A sister checking in from Pittsburgh. We got priest and officer Zakaria out of Austin, Texas. Shalom, Mike. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Your resident Hebrew Academy graduate of 2025. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, priest. Good to see you. All right. Says say his registry also Zakaria, Ban Gad, Ban Yasha'Allah. We got Ban Dug in the building. Shalom, Lord in Christ. We got Azanya Allah, Chicago. Shalom, priest. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. It's like you. It's like you. All right. Check it in from Chicago. Shout out to you. Shout out to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the class. All right. Talaki. Let's make no tarrying to get into the Lashawan Qadash class. All right. So right as we begin, of course, we like to go through the Hebrew alphabet. All right, Roddy, you want to have a go at reading?
Don't cancel.
No sign, cry. Go ahead.
A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and ta.
Most sign Christ. That is absolutely perfect. All right. So as the brother recited, you got a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, and tha. All right. That's the full Hebrew alphabet. If you don't have this already, make sure you take a screenshot or just hit me up. I can send you the Hebrew alphabet. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to know this from memory. This will help you, reading words. This will help you putting together words. You'll know exactly what it is you're saying, so you're not confused, right? You want to know this Hebrew alphabet like the back of your hand. You, of course, want to know the ancient Hebrew, which is the first one here. And you will also want to know the Assyrian Hebrew, which is the more modern Hebrew, where things written in Hebrew today will be written in this. So you'll need to be able to know this Hebrew and translate it into this one, right? Or basically just convert it into that one, right? The pronunciation and even just being able to, write out words in this Hebrew, right? Also have everyone state their registry. So of course, people in the comments have already started. We've got Kasad Wana stating her registry. Kasad Wana, Bathia Hawada, Bathia Sha'ala. We've got, who else we got to state their registry? Bada bing, bada boom. Zakaria, Ban Gad, Banya Sha'ala. We've got Kayala, Bathia Hawada, Bathia Sha'ala. Most High in Christ. All right, Rod, you want to state your registry for me?
Another one can. Ira, Ban Yamyan, Ban Yashra'ala.
Most High in Christ. So Ira, Ban Yamyan, Ban Yasha'ala. Myself would be Ra'al Ban Yamyan, Ban Yasha'ala. All right. Most High in Christ. So let's get into it. So tonight we're going to go over breaking down the prayer for HAKACH. Right? Does anyone know what HAKACH is? You can translate it for me. All right, hold on. Let me see if anyone in the comments got it. I'll give you a hint. The ha, almost I cried. Kyla got it. The power, right? The power. HAKACH means the power, right? I'm gonna get it in this in the Blue Letter Bible right here. The ha would be a preposition meaning the. This word kach means power or strength or might, the ability, right? You know what I'm saying? It'd be the power or the strength, right? That's what it's most translated as, right? Strength, power, might. You know what I'm saying? That's what HAKACH is. HAKACH is the power, right? So let's get into it. So we got HAKACH, which translates to the power. What we're going to do is we're going to translate it word for word. Of course, we're going to read the word first from the Hebrew. I have the, if you, matter of fact, do I want to go through the task of covering up the English words? I might do real quick. Of course, the first word we all know. Real quick, I'm gonna cover up the words to make sure we're reading it from the Hebrew as opposed to just reading the Hebrew in the English letters. So let me go ahead and very quickly cover up the first few, and while while we're reading through it, we can what's the word? While we're reading through it, I'll finish covering up the rest. Also, before we begin, of course, from last week, just a bit of backdrop on the word Zayan, right? The word Zayan, which of course means weapon. General Kobalamath was gracious enough to, send me an excerpt from the book that he has that goes through the pictorial alphabet and goes through the word, goes through the word Zayan, meaning weapon. All right, so I'm gonna quickly share this. All right, you can see, you'll see that on my screen. Right. No sign Christ. Let me get right here, right? So we have this word Za'ah, right? Or this word would be Zai, right? Za, and then this letter I, right? It means tremble or sweat. It says the pictograph, which is Za, is a picture of an agricultural cutting implement, such as the matek or the hoe, right? Let me look up the word matek so we can have a look at the tool. You know what I'm saying? Bada bing. So a matek would be like a this almost similar to like a pickaxe, or like this right here is more of an old school one. Or this is a garden hoe, right? It's for tilling the ground. It's an old school weapon. It's basically like a pickaxe, right? But for dirt, right? Let me get back to here. It says associated with weapons, right? So it's a picture of an agricultural tool for cutting, such as the matek or the hoe, associated with weapons. The I, which is the letter I, is a picture of the I, meaning experience or knowledge. Combined, these mean weapon seen, right? So this word Zai, or Zai, means weapon seen, and it's the Hebrew word for tremble. Because of course, when there's a weapon seen, you see somebody with a weapon, you might be fearful or you might sweat. You on high alert, right? In the ISUPK, we ain't fearing nobody with a weapon, but we're certainly going to be on, higher alert. We're going to be on shamar, right? Because there's a weapon that's being spotted, right? So there's the backdrop on Zayan. I'm saying it's the of course, as we already knew, it's the what's the word? Symbolic root for the letter Za. I'm saying, and it means weapon, right? It's the image of it, or the letter Za is a picture of a cutting tool, like a garden hoe, or like a matek, which is like a pickaxe, right? So that's Za, that's Zayan, right? For anybody who I'm saying, we want to get the backdrop on that, or the origin of the word from last week's class. All right, so let me get back to where we at with it on this screen. So we're going through the HAKACH.
So like right? Za'ai, you say? Za'ai,
this
or Zayan?
This word right here would be Zai. You can see the Za and the I, right? It would be pronounced Zai or Za'ai, which is basically the same thing, right?
And not Zayan.
No, so not Zayan, but it gives you the letter Za here, right? It gives you the letter, matter of fact, bada bing.
So be in the Hebrew, it will be a Za and an I connected.
Yeah. This word, hold on, so okay, 1 second. This word Zai would be a Za and an I connected, right? But the Za letter by itself is the word which means weapon, right? And if I go into, hold on, bada bing.
So the I is tremble.
Yeah, Zai is tremble, right? Those are I. And then if you go from let me see. Yeah, you can pretty much look up any pictorial alphabet. Like I'm gonna get this one here, which has the same, you see the same letter Za, right? The Za, it's put here as Zayin, but of course we know that in the Hebrew there's only an I sound. There is no I, there's no E, there's no, whatever the hell else they putting in here. There's no U, there's no there's no O. It's all an I sound, right? So this word would be Zayan, right? Zayan. It lets you know from here we know what the what's the word? The consonants would be. A consonant is a letter that's not a vowel, right? So you have vowels and you have consonants. So we know there would be a za, a ya, and a na. So the word would be Zayan, right? And that word means weapon, right? It's in the context from as we got right here from the image. It says right here, the agricultural cutting implements such as the mattock or hoe and associated with weapons. So the word Zayan is a word associated with weapons, right?
Zayan.
Mm-hmm. So with that word, you'd have to go to the pictorial, the pictorial origin. You know what I'm saying? Or is it pictorial or pictorial? I think it's pictorial. Pictograph.
So you got Zayan and Nashak as a weapon.
Neshak, yeah. Neshak would be like weapon, or it could even be armor. It's really more referring to equipment. In general, like military equipment, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the word let me see. Yeah, like Zawai, tremble, Zai, sweating from fear. Yeah. All right, so that's hold on. What is zoom in? Select it 1 second. Zoom out. All right, so we good.
All right.
No sweat. On the bar. All right, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna be breaking down the HAKACH prayer. Right, so this is the prayer for HAKACH, which means the power, as Kyle said earlier. Now, so we're gonna break this whole thing down. All right. Also, shalom to the sister Kwame Da. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Allah Ta'ala Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shout to yourself, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Captain Mount Quad. State her registry also. Kwame Da, Bath. So it would be Bath Yahweh, then Bath Yasha'ala. Right? You do your tribe first, then your nation. All right, with the water. That's excellent. All right, so we're going to begin. So what we're going to do first, we'll read the word, and then I want you to translate it. All right, so Iran, we'll go ahead and get the first word.
God. There would be
so this is gonna, practice reading the Hebrew.
Yahweh.
Yahweh, right? Excellent. Yahweh, right? Which of course means what?
The Lord.
The Lord, right? The Lord or God,
God.
The Most High, right? So you can put God, you can put the Lord, whichever one you do, you'd put it in all caps because this is the Most High, right? It's the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Not just, any old Lord or any false God, or, even, the Bible says that we will be gods, right? This is the Most High God. So whenever you talk about the Most High, you always do it in all caps, right? All right, so that's the first word. I'm saying the Lord or the Most High God. All right, let's get the second word. And you can read from either the Assyrian Hebrew or the ancient Hebrew.
Bahasham.
Bahasham, right? Now these will be words we're all familiar with. We hear these very often, right? Bahasham, which means what?
In the name of.
In the name, right? In the name. right? As you're saying, the of would be like implied, right? In the name or in the name of. There's no Hebrew word for of in this context, right? But it'd just be implied, right? So Ba Hasham, of course, Ba means in, Ha means the, Sham means name. So Ba Hasham, not Ba Hashim or Ba Hashem, Ba Hasham, right? In the name. All right, let's go with the next word.
One second, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The next word is Yahawashai.
Yahawashai, right? Next word is, of course, Yahawashai, right? Which is what?
Is the name of the Lord. In today's day, Jesus Christ.
Right, it's the name of Christ, right? The name of Christ, Yahawashai, right? So Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashai means Yahweh, the Most High, in the name of Yahawashai, in the name of Christ, right? So that's how it begins. All right, let's carry on. And from what I've done here is like I've split the word with the prepositions. Like when you see this, like if you was to see it written down, it wouldn't have the dashes. It's just to help to, let you know what is.
Yeah, what you say.
What's the root word here? Like in Bahasham, we know the root word is what?
Sham. Sham is the root word.
Sham is the root word. So prepositions go before root word. So we have ba and ha. Those are the prepositions, meaning in and the, right? No sign Christ. Let's carry on.
The next word is Babakwasha.
Babakwasha, right? Babakwasha. Matter of fact, I might be going a little bit fast. I know you might be wanting to write this down. You might have
if I am to write this down.
Don't sweat. We can take the time.
If you can send me the sheet at the end of the day. But I'll still be trying to write them down anyhow. Yeah. But if I get them at the end, then I can, jump things.
Yeah, that's too hard. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Write it down as we go through it. Of course, if anybody has any questions on anything, put it in the comments. Write it down as we go through it, but I can send you the sheet, so you can fully write it down after the class, and then we'll work that out. All right. So, as you said, the next word is Babakwasha, right? What does Babakwasha mean?
Babakwasha mean please.
It means please, right? If you was to transliterate it, which means, literally translate it, this ba means what?
I think it's a proposition which will mean in.
Yep, it means in. And then Bakwasha would be what? You can tell me.
I don't know.
No sweat. Anybody in the comments? All right, brother Shalom. All right, Shalom from Dallas, Lord and Christ. Looks like a sister Slack here. My mistake. I was looking somewhere else. All right, Shalom to the sister. All right, someone Marisa here said in request. All right, that's correct. Bakwasha means request.
Yeah, was it?
Like you're asking something. So Babakwasha, of course, what you're saying is please, but what you're formally saying is in request, right? Like you're requesting something. Right. You could find that, of course, like over here in the Blue Letter Bible, the word Bakwasha comes from Bakwash, which means to seek something, to require something, to request something, right? But when you put the ha at the end, it's like you're the it makes the word subservient, right? So if you're requesting something, like you're more, seeking something, you're requesting something from somebody, you're in a way putting yourself at their what's the word? Like at their, at
their mercy.
Yeah. That's a good explanation, right? You're asking, you're inquiring of them, right? It's request, entreaty, petition. You know what I'm saying? They could say just la, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, if you get a request from a brother that's above you, it is a request, but it's not really a request. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a request, but they may still say Baba Kwasha, right? You know what I'm saying? That's formal or brotherly, but you carry out the order, right? So that's Baba Kwasha, right? Then we have let me get the next word. Oh, it's like I stopped sharing my screen by accident. Let me get that back up. Bada bing, right here.
The next word will be Nathan. Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa, right? Excellent. Right?
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa, right? Let's break this down, right? We have the word Nathan. What does Nathan mean?
Nathan was the name of Nathan, and that had a meaning which I might be able to pull out of my notes.
No sweat. I'll give you a hint to anybody.
To give.
To give. Excellent. Right? Nathan means to give. Right? So give. Then you have la here. Now this la is like the preposition, right? It means to. Right? Give to or unto. Right?
And nawa is ours.
Right. Nawa is like it's a possessive adjective meaning our, or at the end of a word, it means us. Right? It could either be our or us, depending on the context. The same way ya at the end of a word could be my or it could be me. Like if I was to say Nathan la ya, that means give to me. So Nathan la nawa means what?
Us.
Give to us. Right? Nathan la nawa means give to us or give unto us. Okay. Then we have, what's the next word? All right, Raw.
So like I said, what did you say?
I was saying we're going to move on to the next word. So give to us. And then what's the next word?
And the next word is HAKACH.
HAKACH, right? Excellent. HAKACH. Which is of course the the title, right? Which is what? It's the name of the prayer, which means what?
The power.
The power, right? The strength, the ability, the might, the power, right? So give unto us the power, right? Then it's like the next sentence, right? HAKACH again, which means what? Also the water to Khayala. All right. Hey, shalom.
Also means give.
Shalom.
Yeah,
shalom.
All right. Salaki Ira, you're going to say what?
The HAKACH also means give us the power. The power.
Yes, so,
like
so
the power.
To say give us the power, it would be Nathan Lanawa HAKACH. Right?
The next one?
Yeah, so bing. Yeah, so Nathan Lanawa means give to us. HAKACH means the power. So give unto us the power. And then the next sentence is HAKACH, so the power. And then we have the next word I'm going to give to the young man. So young man, we're just reading through the HAKACH prayer, which means, well, saying the HAKACH is a bit redundant because you're saying the power, right? But HAKACH, which means the power we're going through the prayer, right, and translating it and breaking it down. The next word we have right here, if you want to read it from the Hebrew, and then we'll translate it.
You talking to me, sir?
Khan, yeah, if you want to have a go at reading the next Hebrew word we have.
Khan, sir, it's La Rapa. Give me 1 second. Let me just look through my notes. It's Larapaya. Larapaya.
We've added a ya in there somewhere.
Larapa.
Close.
Larapa.
So it'd be La Rapa'a.
La Rapa'a.
La Rapa'a, right? So we have La, which is a preposition meaning two or four. In this context, it's going to be two. The word Rapa'a, you can tell me what that means. Let me see if anyone in the comment knows. Comments. So Rapa'a, right? Let me get it in the Blue Letter Bible, not the Blue Letter Bible. The what's it called? Bible Hub. Look it up. All right, let me see. I'm gonna give it a few seconds, then I'm gonna get it. Get it up. All right, let me get it on the screen. So when I look up Rapa'a in Bible, what's it called? Bible Hub right here. So search results for Rapa'a, right? Rapa'a is a word which means to heal, right? Rapa'a.
You say Bible Hub?
This is Bible Hub, right? Bible Hub right here. Let me see if it works. And Bible Hub is pretty good because you can search the Hebrew word as opposed to searching the English. Like if you don't know the word, then you have trouble finding it because you don't know what it would translate to English.
Yeah, because the blue letter you can do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's what I'm saying. So Biblehead is also a good tool to reverse engineer it, right? It does it as this weird coding thing, but I just typed it in as Rapa'a, right? Rapa'a. And if you have a phone, you can just do that. You can add the Hebrew keyboard to your.
I got it.
So it means to heal. All right, let's go into
it.
To cure, to restore. Right, Rapa'a. So when we have La Rapa'a, that means again to heal. Right, Rapa'a means heal or restore. La Rapa'a would be to heal, to restore. Right, let's get the next word. I'll zoom out a little bit. Ira. Let me get this word.
The next will be Kalma Chala.
Kalma Chala. Right? Kalma Chala. That's excellent. Right? You can tell me what cow means.
No idea, sir.
All right, this is a word we've been over plenty of times when we go through the vocabulary. Go ahead, Yaman.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be alap?
Say again.
Alap.
A lot.
Alap.
A lap?
Khan.
That's not English.
Would what be a lap? So I'm asking what the Hebrew word cow means. Like, oh, sorry, you might have heard me say cow, right?
Khan.
Okay, I get what you're saying. No, I'm asking what the Hebrew word cow, K-A-L.
Oh,
right?
okay.
This word
Slack.
here. No sweat. That's the word. But that is correct. Cow or cattle would be a lap. That is correct. All right. But the word we're looking for is cow in Hebrew. You can tell me. Let's see if anyone in the comments gets it. Let me just take this up the thing. All right, cow. Let me give it a few seconds. I'm gonna give it to you. All right, cow.
I got it.
Go ahead, Ira.
All.
It means all or every, right? All or every, right? It means everything of the category of what's about to follow, right? So then we have makala, right? Let me go over to Bible Hub again. I've searched makala, right? Comes up with makala. That also is this one, and then this one, right? Makala. This is what we're looking for. It means disease, sickness or diseases, right? So then you have cow makala. It means all sickness, right? All sicknesses, right? So cow makala means all sickness. Then the next word, or the next phrase, I should say, because this is really 3 words. All right, let me give it to the young man.
Salaki, what'd you say, sir?
So we're on to the next phrase, right? So after, Salaki, share it back to my,
I can't see.
Salaki, yeah. So we back here, right? So cow makala means all sickness, right? Then we right here.
Wakal wakal. Is that a triangle? Salaki.
That is the Hebrew letter da.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So wakal madawa.
Wakal madawa. Excellent, right? Wakal madawa. So we know what does wa mean? So wa would be the preposition. What does that mean?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
It would be and,
right? And what does cow mean?
all,
right? So and also we have cow makala, all sicknesses. Wakal madawa, and all. And let's go into madawa, right? I have it right here. Let's search it. All right, madawa. Search it right here. All right, let's go into it. Right, it says sickness right here. We go into it. Sickness and disease. So it's pretty much the same context of the word as makala, but this word is translated as disease, right? So and all diseases, right? So the power to heal all sickness and all disease, right? I'm gonna give you all the next word. The next word, of course, we all know HAKACH, which means the power.
You are not back at the screen, sir.
The water. All right, so we back, right? HAKACH is the next word, which of course means the power. So this is the next sentence. So we asked for the power to heal all sicknesses and all disease. Now we're asking for the power to, and then if you could give me the next word, or the next phrase, I should say.
Latahar.
Latahar, right?
Latahar.
Mm-hmm. So latahar, right?
Latahar.
So la means what?
La is a proposition, and it is 2.
2, right? And then let's get the word tahar. Does anybody know off the bat what it is? I don't think we've been over this word that what's the word that recent or often. So we'll probably need
We
to
been?
not really, not this word, not that often. Or not too recent. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and look it up, right? We have the word tahar, right? Tahar, let's get it. All right. Tahar, to be clean or to be clean or pure, right? To wash oneself. All right, let's get into the word right here. Tahar, to clean, to purify, to be clean, right? Cleanse, right? So we have this word, cleansed, cleansing. All right, this phrase would be the power to cleanse. Salakia, right? Let me delete this, right? I just hold on. Oh, Salakia. It lagged out a little bit. All right, the power to cleanse, right? Power to cleanse. Let's get the next phrase.
Hamataza by Zam.
Hamataza, and then this third letter here, this is a Ra.
Hamataza Rai Zam.
That it would be a Ya.
Oh, it's like a Yam.
So Hamataza Rayam.
Hamataza Rayam.
Hamataza Rayam. Excellent. Right? So, bing. We also get ready to look this one up. So Matazarai would be the root word here. That's why I've kind of separated it out. Right? So ha Matazarayim. This ha is a word which means what? It's a preposition.
Ha as a preposition is the.
Right? So ha means the. Then we have metazarai, so we need to know what that word is. Then we have yam at the end, which makes it plural. So we're not talking about, talking about multiple of something, right? So we need to know what metazarai is, right? Let's go into it. So when I look up
Is Salakia, sir, isn't that the earth?
That is Aratazar. Aratazar is
that's Aratazar.
So we have
Maratazai.
This is Matazarai. So the Taza is first. Whereas that word you're thinking of is bing. Let me look at Ra. It'll be spelled like this. Aratazar. Right. The word we have here is Matazarai. Right. When we go into it, we see the word Tazarai, which means to be struck with leprosy or a leper. Right. So then we have Matazarai. Ma would also be a preposition as well, which means of. Basically, that Matazarai would be of leprosy, right? Which would be the lepers, right? So the power to cleanse, Hamatazarayim, would be the lepers, right? The power to cleanse the lepers. Then we have HAKACH again, which of course is the power. So asking the power for something else. Right, let me get the next word from the young man. The next phrase, I should say.
That's me, right?
Wait, did you do that? Oh, yeah, Slack, yeah. I think it's that's on now, right? Yeah, Slack.
So, like you said, I didn't get what you said.
Yeah, that's correct. It'll be you next.
Right. That would be Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam, right? Lahakwayam, right? This word we of course know La means two. Hakwayam here, the root, it comes from the word kwawam, which means what? Not kwawam, slack here. Kwam, which means what?
Kwam?
Yeah, kwam.
Kwam is rise.
Kwam is rise, right? And then kwawam would be like rising, right? Like the present tense. This word Kwayam, it comes from Kwam, right? It means to raise or the raising, right? Of course, it comes from that root. What's it called? Comes from the root word meaning rise. Wahakoyam means to raise, right? Or to the raising, right? That would be that ha. Then we have the next phrase. We'll get that to the young man.
That will be Hamatium. Hamatium.
Not quite Hamatium. This one here would be the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
Oh, Salakio.
No, sir.
Hamathium.
Hamathium. Excellent, right? Hamathium, right? Again, we have the root word ha, which means the. We have this word math. Now, this is a word we've been over not incredibly recently, but some of you might know the word math. Let's see if anyone can get it.
Math.
It could be a verb or it could be used as a noun. It's like used as a noun in this case. Give it to y'all for time's sake. If I go into it, it gives me this word, this word here it'd be math, right? It wouldn't be mawaf. That's some Jewish man shit, right? It means to die or dead, right? Somebody who's dead or or to die, right? So hamathium would be the dead, plural, right? The dead people, right? The dead. So the power to raise the dead. Now, of course, we're not talking about necromancy or whatever the hell. We're talking about spiritually raising the dead, raising those who are spiritually dead, which the Christian church is a graveyard. It's full of those who are spiritually dead, right? So we're raising our brothers and sisters out of the death we living today. I mean, the death we living is an oxymoron, but that's the life we live. The life we live is oxymoronic, right? But we raising our people out of death, out of the way we're dying every single day and bringing them into life, right? The next word again is, of course, the power. So we're asking for the power for something else, right? Ira, let me get this word right here.
Isle.
Isle, right? Isle, which means what?
Isle, I should know what isle is.
Mm-hmm. A hint. What do you salute? How do you salute the sisters?
Yeah, that's why I say I should know what it is, but I do not.
No sweat. We got a sister playing.
Watch over.
Mm-hmm. Upon, right? Or over, right? We got some sisters who put in the cuts. Tawada to Kasar Wana, over, Kaila, over. The sister Mauricia, upon. Khan, it means over or upon, right? Like above, right? So the power over, right? Let me get the next phrase. Yeah, man.
Khan, would that be Ruach Wath?
Not quite. So the first word here, well, it's really, this is one word, right? So you'd have a ra and a wa which are connected. It would make like a raw, like raw.
Rock.
Right?
Wa.
So ra, it'll be ra ka. So this ka, you'd still pronounce the full letter.
Khan.
Right? Whenever you see this symbol underneath, rakawa, right? That's correct. Right? So I'll rakawa. Right? Rakawa. Does anyone know what the word raka means? That's the root word here. And then the wath is plural because the word is feminine. Well,
Raka.
Raka. Mm-hmm. Let's see if anyone knows that word. Rakah. All right, Sister Kayla said spirits. That is absolutely correct. All right, Rakah means spirit. Rakah wath would be plural, spirits. Right? So the power over spirits. But what type of spirit? I already gave you a hint for what the next phrase means. But let's get it. Huey on Ira. The next phrase.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah. All right, Hatama Allah. Bing. It's correct. All right, Hatama Allah. All right, shalom to Officer Tazapawan, Yahweh Shem El Shabarakatah. All right, shalom, other one. All right, so Hatama Allah. The word Tama Allah means unclean, right? So Hatama Allah would be the unclean, right? All right, Hatama Allah, the unclean, right? We get the next phrase.
Khan, it would be Lagarashan.
Lagarashan, excellent, right? Lagarashan. Okay. The root here is the word garash. All right, the root is garash. This is a word. Let me see. I don't expect anyone to know off the bat the root word garash. Matter of fact, like if you have a question, it's like I said, we write it out as spirits, the unclean. How come? Okay, in Hebrew, adjectives go after the noun, right? So if you're saying unclean spirits, the word unclean would be an adjective. It describes what type of spirits we're talking about, right? Or describes the spirit. So you have rakah, and then the unclean is how you do it, right? So rakah, Hatama Allah, right? Like if you wanted to say the red house, you'd say Bayath Ha'adawam, right? House the red. Or you could say Habayath Adawam, the house red, right? But adjectives go after the noun in Hebrew. All right. Bing. All right, so now we're looking for Lagarashan. All right, the sister said the water Adawanya. All right, it says the water, my Lord, no sweat. I am the bar. All right, Lagarashan. So let's get the word garash. All right, the word garash we have right here, a thing thrust or a thing put forth, right? Like something thrusted out. Like you're not just, placing something gently, you're throwing it out, right? That's garash, right? To drive out, to cast out. And that's what we have right here, right? Lagarashan is to cast them out. Now, this not at the end. And of course, we know from possessive adjectives, where you have a not at the end, it's like there in the feminine sense, right? Like Bayathan would be their house, right? So it'd be their or they. The same way Nawa is our or us. And Ya at the end of a word is my or me. That not at the end of the word, which connects. So instead of being, like Lagarashna, it becomes Lagarashan, right? You kind of, or Lagarashan. That's how you kind of pronounce it. So La Garash, which is the word, and then Lagarashan, right? It'd be to cast them out. Now the them is feminine because why? What are we casting out?
Spirits.
Spirits, which is a feminine word, right? So that's why we put the na at the end as opposed to like a, cast them out in the masculine sense, right? Because spirits is a feminine noun. All right. Then we get the next phrase. Who we are, Ira?
Cancer. Bahasham.
Bahasham, which means
in the name.
In the name. All right, Most High Christ. Went through that earlier. I'm gonna give the next word as well. We all know this word. All right, Yahweh Shai, which is called the name of Christ. So Bahasham Yahweh Shai, in the name of Christ. All right, the next word I'm gonna give to the young man.
Sawada.
So Thawada, right? Thawada. And what does Thawada mean?
You're welcome. Or thank you, Lakia. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. So Thawada, bada bing. Let me look it up over here as well. Of course, we all know this word Thawada. But let me get it over here. I'm gonna search it. Right, ain't coming over here. Thawada. All right, right here. Thanksgiving. Right, Thanksgiving, praise, confession. Right, it means giving thanks for something. Right, Thawada. Right, bang. Let's get back here. So Thawada, and then the last word, Ira.
Aman.
Aman, which means what?
So be it.
It means so be it. Right, so be it is how you end the prayer. Right, in English, it's translated as amen. Right, but we know it's Aman. Right, Aman, which means, again, if we go in the Bible Club over here, Aman means to confirm, support, verily, truthfully. It means so be it. Right, that's so it shall be, to confirm something. You're reinforcing something. Right, so on and so forth. Right, Aman. All right, boom. So that's the breakdown of HAKACH. That's the breakdown of the prayer for HAKACH. Right, so Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, and Baba Kushah, meaning in request, give to us the power to heal all sicknesses and all diseases, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power over unclean spirits, the power over spirits that are unclean, to cast them out in the name of Christ, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, and so be it. All right, Most High Christ. So that's the prayer. Again, if anybody wants this sheet that I put together, of course, just hit me up, let me know. I'm gonna send it to yourself, Ira. If anybody else wants to, sweat, I am the bar. All right, so what we're gonna do now, let's see where we are, 8:20. All right, we're gonna go through the vocabulary. All right, so we're gonna go to the vocabulary. No sway up. We're gonna start from the verse Exodus 23 and verse 13. All right, so let me get there. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I'm gonna reshare it. All right. Ira, if you could just keep an eye on the comments for me. If there's any questions that come through in the comments, just let me know. All right.
Another one answer.
No sweat. So let's get right here. Present my screen again. I'm gonna do the full screen. And here we go. All right. So from Exodus 23 and verse 13. Go in the chapter. Scroll down to verse 13, which is right here. Right? So we start with Wabakal. All right, Wabakal. So we have Wa, which is a preposition, which means and. Then you have Ba, which is a preposition meaning in, on, or with. Right? This in this context is going to be in. Then we have Kal, which is a word which means all or every. Right? So and in all. Then we have the word Ashar, which means which. Right? And in all which we have Amar Thayah. Right? So the word Amar is the root word here, meaning to say. Right? Then we have Amar Thayah. This Thayah at the end of the word makes it past tense. So it's not what you're saying, it's all what you have said. It's done already, it's completed. Right? Then we have Al Yakam. Right? Al Yakam. right? This al would be when it's joined with something. So when joined with another word, either as part of the word or using like a hyphen, as we put when joined, it means unto, right? And then the yakam. So this kam at the end is like you kam and khan. It's like you all, right? But being where I get it right. It's the possessive adjective. It's like you're talking to multiple people, right? But yeah, it could be your or you all, right? Let me get this here. So come at end of a word means your in the plural sense, meaning this belongs to you, or you all, right? Or your. Okay. So al yakam is unto you, but unto you all, right? Unto multiple people. Then we have Thashamawa, right? Thashamawa. Okay. So we have the root word here is shama, right? We have tha as a preposition, which means thou or thee, right? And then shama, which means to watch or to guard. To watch or slash guard. And this y at the end is usually either it. It's either y at the end of a word is either he, it, or when you're talking about sometimes something plural, or yeah, it in context would just be like, yeah, either you're talking about he, it, or something plural, which in that context would be like it or the things, right? Then you have wa sham. Wa as a preposition is and. Sham means name, right? Go into it. Sham, yeah, name. All right. We have Alahayim, right, which is Alahayam, right? We go into it. It's the angels or the messengers. It's like God's powers. All right. This is not the most high God, but God's powers, rulers. All right. Just jumped in. So get Ira back in. All right. Gosh, all right, well, let's get back. All right. Power, God's powers or rulers. Right. Alahayim. And let's get back to where we at. We have Akarium. Right. Akarium. Okay. So this word akar, it usually means behind or after. So after. Slash behind or following. It can be other in the context of like another God comes, another God that you haven't heard before, right? Something that comes after, right? So it says Alahayim Akarium, right? Like other gods. That's what it's talking about. That's the adjective to this word. It's like how we went through earlier. Adjectives go after the noun. So Alahayim Akarium is the gods that come after, or the other gods, right? And we have, and then of course the adjective has to match the in number and in gender. Or what was it here? Let me get I have this in the previous notes for adjectives. Let me look up adjectives. me look this up here. Adjectives. It's like adjectives must agree in number and gender with the nouns they modify, right? So because alahayim is plural, the adjective akar is going to be plural, right? Let's get back to
Salaki, sir, we still in verse 13?
Yep, still in verse 13. All right, let's get back to where we was at. Close this off. And we over here with it. All right. Then we have la'ah, which means no or not. Right. So no. Then you have zakayar, zakayawa. The root here is going to be zakar, which means to remember. Right. To remember, to recall, or to mention. Right. Let's get right here. Be mindful, remembrance, remember, to bring to mind, type of thing, right? So let's look at this word here. Zakar, to remember / recall, right? So you shouldn't even remember them or bring them to mind, right? Then the tha as a preposition, of course, is thou, like right. So thou says la'ah. Really, the phrase is la'ah thazakayawa, right? Which means you shall not mention it, right? La'ah of no, and you should also, and then yashamai. So yashamai would be to listen. Right, the root word here would be shamai. I spelled that terribly. Shamai, which means to listen, to understand. All right, if I go into it, I'm gonna put to listen or to hear. Really, that's what it would be. To understand would be like the word yadai, which means to know or to understand. Right, I'm gonna get that here. Yadai means to know, to perceive. I think if you go into it. Also understand, right? So we have shamai, which means to listen, to hear, to obey. It would be shamai, right? Io, and then we have payak, right? Or this would be payaka, right? Really payaka. The root here is pa, which is mouth, right? And then payaka would be like mouth of you, which is your mouth. Right, going to it, pa, mouth, whatever you see.
So,
like,
sir, I think you made a mistake at Shamai. You put head. I think you should put here.
Kind of the water. The R key is close to the D key. The water. All right, so payaka would be like wherever I see like this ya between like a word and like al yakam. Right, al yakam, it's like of, or that's kind of how I translate it. Ma aisha yaka, right? It should be from or of. Aisha is to do or to make, which is like what you've done. Yaka, so from what you've done, right? That's kind of how I translate it as that kind of ya in between a noun and a possessive adjective, right? So yeah, payaka is how you pronounce this word. All right, let me read this. It's like to read this verse through. Wabakal, Ashar, Amathaya, Alayakam. It's like Al Yakam, Thashamawa, Washam, Alahayam, Akariam, La'a, Thazakayawa, La'a, Yashamai, Io, Payaka. Then we on verse 14. I Shalash, which means 3. So Shalash is the number 3. Regalium. All right, regalium. Regal means foot. Right, we could also be to some context is like a step, like a step after step, something that's repeating. I think it's sometimes translated as like, let's just say footsteps, heels, step. Let me put it as, all right, regal is a word. Regal means foot or feet. Let's see here, foot, feet. I'm gonna put it as feet slash step, because really it's just your set of feet, right? Foot or feet or step. Okay, so three steps, right? Or 3 times, right? That's what he translates it here, but it's really is 3. It's like, I guess three steps is how it would be more translated, right? Like foot, leg. I don't know what this word means. Let me look this up real quick. I don't even know how to pronounce it. The pedenda. What is this? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Never mind. Let's go back. Word. Like it. All right. Let's remain child friendly.
Never mind.
Never mind. Let's never mind. All right. Would be like I guess another way to translate to this times here, like paces. It's kind of
what the fuck, dude?
I don't know what that other word is talking about. I ain't seen it translated as that yet. So like, I guess I don't know if the foot is like a. I guess it's what they call it. What they call them? Them spots. I don't know. Listen, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. You need to get back in Iran.
Salak, yes, sir.
I swear, you too. All right, let's go back. Let's read on. We'll do this. All right. Then you have the kag. All right. The word kag means means feet. It's like a kag with a G at the end. Means feast or to keep a feast. Right. If I go into it here, to celebrate, to hold a feast, right? Or it could be the actual feast, right? To keep a feast. Because in this context, it's that you shall keep a feast, right? It's wanting to keep a feast. Okay. Then we have laya, right? Laya. So we have la as a preposition. Not pedenda, as a preposition. Forgot I didn't have that copied anymore. Preposition. It means 2 or 4, right? So where you see la ya, this ya at the end could be either me or my. So it'd be to me, right? The same with what was it earlier? Kam at the end of a word, it would be your or your, right? We have bashana, which would be in the year. So ba is a preposition we already have. Shana is a word which means year. Okay. Then we have afkag. So the kag is the feast. Again, we have that already. Ha matazawath. All right. Matazawath is unleavened bread, or matazawa, I guess. All right. Matter of fact, I mean matazah. Right? Matazah is unleavened bread. All right, unleavened bread. So kag, hamatazawath is unleavened bread plural. Right. Ha we already have. We have is the. We don't. Okay. Ha is a preposition. Copy this. Means the. Then we have tashama. Again, shama means to keep, or it means to watch or to guard. In this case, it could also be to keep, like a keeper of something, right? You shall keep. This is more, I guess, poetic. Right? You shall keep And then Shabaith Yam Yam. The root here would be Shabai, which is 7. The number 7. Yam Yam is days. All right, days. Start a cow. The root here would be a cow, which means to eat. Matazawath, unleavened bread. We already have that. The root here would be matazah. Matazawath is just unleavened bread, plural, right? Then we have ka ashar. So we have ka as a preposition, which means like or as, like you're comparing something, right? And then this word ashar means which. We have that earlier. Where is it? Up here, ashar is like which. Then we have tazawayathka. Tazawayathka. The root would be tazawa, which means to command. All right, to command.
Salakia, sir, if I may, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the I?
What do you mean?
The last word that you was reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying right? You're saying it's translated as "I commanded you."
No.
Yeah.
The first letter is a I, right?
This
yeah,
is
that one.
Nah, this
That's
is Taz.
Oh yeah. Salakia.
Oh,
I is just is similar. I is similar. Salakia.
Yeah, I looks like this.
Yeah, I is without the weirdness at the bottom.
Below, yeah, they kind of look similar in the Assyrian. So
Salakia,
no sweat would be like commanded you, right? That ka at the end again is like you. Is you or your, right? Then we have bing la mawa'id, right? La mawa'id. La means 2 or 4. Mawa'id, when you look into it, is like the season or the time, appointed time, meeting. All right, mawa'id. Translated as mostly appointed time, seasons, the time, right? So mawa'id mostly means appointed time or meeting, right? Which of course you have a meeting at what? An appointed time, right? Appointed time to congregate.
Shabbat.
To congregate, right? Appointment, a fixed time, a season. I'm gonna put appointed time. Let me just put appointed time / season. All right. Like it's the season for something. It's the season to gather. It's the season to plant. It's the season to this and that. And, that's what the word season means. Where we at? We in 14. What's going on? All right, click for chapter. Let's get back to where it was at. We in verse 14. Bada bing, bada boom. No, 15. All right. Here, okay. So we just read this to appoint, or in the appointed time, or it's basically I commanded you.
Appointed more.
It'd be like to appoint or to the season. Qadash would be month. So Qadash means month or new moon. Go into it. Month, new moon. Yeah. Because of course the new moon starts the new month. Then you have Ha Abayab. So Ha is a preposition meaning the. Abayab is the month Abib, which is the first month of the year. First month. All right. We have Kaya. means for or because. We have wa, no, sorry, bawa. Okay, so ba means in, wa means it. So in it, ya taza'ath. All right, so we go come from ya taza'ah. All right, so ya taza'ah means to go out. All right, to go out. Came, bring, go out, go outside. Yeah, to go out. All right. Matazarian, right? So from Egypt. All right, so we know ma as a preposition means of or from. Matazarian means Egypt. All right, let's get more. Hold on. Add some more in here. Just didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Dang. Get this. How do I add in full? I've done it before. Can I just nope. Man, I don't add row below. How do I screw it. All right, never mind. All right, wala'a. Okay. Bing. So we already know la'a means no or not. In this case is none. Right? Ya ra'awa. So this comes from ra'a, which means to see. All right, ra'a, which means to see, to look, to perceive, to consider. It's most translated as, I'm pretty sure, see. Yeah, saw, seen. Yeah, so to see or to look. Right, so none shall appear. Right, so you won't see. Panya is Panya means face. To face, or to like turn and face, or from before, like in front of. I'm gonna put hold up, it would be like presence. That's the one, right? In the presence, right? And then you have Raya Kwam. All right, Raya Kwam means empty-handed. Raya Kwam means empty-handed. All right, so you won't be seen. That's what it would be. You won't be seen, before the Most High, empty-handed. Right? Empty-handed. Empty-handed without cause. Yeah, empty-handed without cause in vain. It's empty-handed. All right. Verse 16. Wakag ha-kwatazayar. All right. Ha-kwatazayar. So I know the word kwatazar means to reap or to harvest. Right. So this word will come from kwatazar. Right. See Hebrew. Yeah. It says it right here. From kwatazar, severed or harvest, to reap. Like we have a brother in the UK called Kwatazar. His name means to reap or reaper. All right.
What?
It means to reap, like as in a harvest. Right? His name means reaper. All right. So Kwatazayah is the harvest. But basically, what's reaped, right? Which is the crops, the harvest. Right, it could be people, right? But this, of course, is the feast of first fruits, right? So, Bakawarya, all right, Bakawara means first fruits. All right, or Bakar. It would be Bakar, make firstborn, be firstling, to give the birthright. Very good. Big Kareem. I don't know what that is, but Bakar. Leave it there. All right, first fruit. All right. Okay. Ma'aisha Yakar. Right, Ma'aisha Yakar. So Ma is Avo from Aisha. Aisha, the root would be right here, but we're going to it's going to give Aisha. Oh, Ma Aisha. Okay. But if you go into it, it comes from Aisha, which means to do or to make. So Ma Aisha would be your work, your labor, right? Like the product of you doing something, right? So the actual root here is Ma Aisha, which again comes from Aisha, which I can just grab here, to do or make. This is work. As it mostly translated as labor, deeds, work, works. We'll put work slash what's the a deed, work. I'll put work slash deed.
Labor.
Yeah, labor is like it's kind of folded into the word work. So I'd say deed is like an act, like something you do. Could be, right now my Aisha is teaching, right? That's my deed, that's my act, right? It's fine. Ma'aisha Yakar, right? Again, that's like of you, your labor. Ashar is which, we have that already. Tha Zarai. Right, Zarai is a word which means seed, to scatter seed, to sow. All right, let's get that. So Zarai, you have Zarai as a verb, which means to sow or to scatter seed. You will have Zarai as a noun, which is the seed itself. Right, Zarai. Zarai, to put the seed. I suppose I could do like, again, split it as noun or verb. I'll just put this as a verb, to sow seed. Okay. So Thazarai, which thou has sown. Ba Shada. All right, so Shada would be field. Shada. Field or countryside. Yes, field. Yeah, field, ground. Yeah, field's fine.
Those are two different words, right?
Where? What, Bashada?
In where is in the field? No, in the field, no.
Yeah, so ba would be the preposition, and then Shada would be field.
Oh yeah. Now I see it.
Yep. Then we
They
have
look similar.
Khan, no sweat. We have Wakak, so and feast, ha asap. All right, so what's this? Asap means to gather, right? Asayap from asap, which means to gather. So why is it giving me asayap? Just put asap, right? Asap means to gather. All right. We have Bataza'ath. Bataza'ath. Okay. Comes from Yataza'ah. Okay. So on the end or at the, basically it's saying, okay, but Taza'ath Hashana, so it's basically the going out of the year. So at the end of the year, right, as the year is going out. That's how that would be translated.
The whole thing.
Say again.
I say you mean those three, like those three words together mean what you just saying.
Yeah, Bataza'ath Hashana is like in the going out of the year. Is how it would be translated as. So it's like as the year is going out. That's how you kind of more say it in today's time. As the year goes out, basically it's the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Ba Asapka, which would be in. It's like you. In your gathering, or you gathered in. Ath Ma'aisha Yaka, in the gathering of your labors. You have Man, which is like the Man is from. Let's go into it again. From, out of. This is translated most as. Okay, than 224. Before. It means from. It means from. Let's just leave it at that. Hashadah, so from the field. Okay, then we in verse 17. I think. Let me see. I think we about ready. Pa'im yam. Let me get a few more words. All right, pa'im means time. Okay, so this is similar to like how we used regal earlier. This is the word I was thinking, where it was like a step, a foot, you can be used, or a footstep, a step, or a time, right? So I guess this would be more the word for like a beat, like something repeated, step by step, you know what I'm saying? Whereas using regal in that earlier sense to be like a time is more, again, how Black people talk. Like it's more poetic, like metaphorical. All right. This is the word I was thinking of, right? Pa'im, bing, which is a time or occurrence. I put, what's the most translated as? Footsteps, hoofbeats, now, at times. Put time slash. Let's do step times. Yeah, time slash step. I don't know. Probably just time, like time and time again, that type of thing. I don't want to write something down where it's confusing, where it's like it means time and step, but it's like an action, time slash. I'm gonna put occurrence, I guess, is a good word for it.
Salaki, I was gonna say occurrence. Sounds better.
Wait, what was he gonna say, Salaki?
Occurrence sounds better.
It's a pretty good word for it. Like it's not the word occurrence. I don't think is in the Bible, but that's what it would be today. Occurrence.
Or the word you use for multiply.
Said multiple.
Yeah, you know, in math you use how you call that?
Yam at the end.
No. In when you counting, you see one mal the X word, the X thing.
Fa?
No. In math.
Oh, math.
When there is like a plus, a min, and there is this.
Oh, multiple?
Yeah. Could that be like no? There isn't a right word instead of time.
Nah, I think time or occurrence is like It's like
because, if I may, because the time that you mean is like times, not like time isn't time.
No, I get what you're saying. No, it's okay. It's not like times like multiple. It's more like a time something's happening. Like in this case, Pa'im Yom Bashana is 3 times in the year, like 3 occurrences, 3 different points in time, right? As opposed to 3 multiplied by something, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah. But I wasn't using it as multiply, but I was trying to explain the word I was trying to say.
Khan, yeah. So you wouldn't use this to say like times. You wouldn't use that to multiply. Pa'im Yam. So Pa'im would be the time, and of course, the Yam at the end makes it plural. So that's where you get the translation as times, right? All right, no sweat. All right, with that, we at 9 o'clock right now. We getting ready to close out. I'm gonna pass the class over to. Let me stop sharing my screen. Pass the class over to Ira. Real quick, let me just adjust the comments real quick. Shalom to the sister Maya Kyle. Shalom sis Yahweh Shema Alatha Bashmir Shai. I'll pass the class over to Trooper Ira. If you could close out with the salute, Baba Kushana.
Another one cancer. Let's give the teacher a hand again. Water once more for the class, sir. We're gonna give the teacher a courtesy of salute. So, man of Israel, I imagine, which means stand up. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine the rock. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Barakatham.
Yad Yamata. Sar, which means turn. We're going to give the sisters also a salute. Man of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine the rock. Yahweh Shema Latam Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Yad Yamata. Class dismissed.
All right, the water for y'all once again for tuning in. I'll see y'all next Friday for the next Lashawan Qadash. I'll see y'all Monday for real time revelations. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. All right.
Shalom,
shalom, Christ. All right, shalom. All right, you Lord Christ. I'm gonna send you them sheets now. All right.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.